So this will be my last, the fourth and final part to a look at the New Year, Chinese New Year style and human design style. And I have this beautiful piece of art by Jackie Lawson. And I put her details in, I think, the first video, first or second. She's just beautiful. I just love her work. So, again, this is just very thematic of the new Chinese year. And it's a romantic image, no doubt, given what's going on in China right now with the coronavirus. I feel like this whole exercise and what I'm doing with these videos, it's sort of what's playing a little bit out in the graph, some of these themes where, just get on the trail, endure. If you've seen these videos, you know that they're hardly polished, but I'm getting on the trail, I'm grabbing the trail mix, and I got my boots on and I'm walking. And it might not look totally pretty at first, and it might not look the way I want it to look or sound the way I want it to sound, but you get started. And we're seeing that in this, so many planets in Capricorn which coincide, which mean they're in these gates of endurance, this root chakra, this perseverance, if you like. This it's a harder nosed kind of pressure. And where we ended up, oops, we don't want this. Hold on. We want to look at this, the graph. Where we're ending up here, where we ended up was looking at Venus. And Venus, of course, is the standard of beauty, truth, and it's getting a little short shrift here, Venus, when it's not here with endurance and kind of our mission and determination and this kind of rat like focus in things. And if anything, Venus, or the standard of beauty and standards, is in the great gate of friendship. So we're not going to necessarily find Venus sitting there making everything look pretty when we're on the trail. It's in the gate of friendship, gate 37, in feeling, the manifestation, macro and cosmically, of the organic nature of communities. So again, it's some beauty, it's standard, but not necessarily on our mission. Line 6, purpose, the gift of not only recognizing the inner meaning of family, but an appreciation for its values, the possibility of extending friendships through the appreciation of its values, of its value, rather. So that sounds really lovely, but again, how does this mesh with this tribal activation in gate 27, when we have Uranus in there? So the gate of caring, nourishment, the enhancement of the quality and the substance of all activities through caring. And it's in detriment, line one, envy and its intended misfortunes, the power of selfishness that is manifested through envy. So again, it's a bit of a how does that really work with Venus in this gate of friendship? I don't know. Or gate of caring, I should say, nourishment. So interesting there. There might be a little bit of tension, some bright, a bit of a bright spot, but some tension there. Maybe not. We'll see how it plays out. Again, I am not an all-seeing, person here with any of this stuff, and it'll be interesting to see how it evolves. But again, getting on the trail here, and you know, just going what I'm, my inner truth is sort of calling me to go to. Finally, looking at this little guy, and again, just repeating here, there's no present now type of facility on the Bantu software. But if we just plug in the date, which is when the sun first entered gate 41, line 1, it was January 22nd, 2020 at 2:04 p.m. Eastern Time in New Jersey. And if you just focus on the mind or green, it'll give you a pretty good approximation of that. So finally, just looking at gate 31, and that is in our the throat or sharing, as we call it in Bantu, center. And 31. So let's look at 31 here for a moment. The earth is there in detriment in this gate of leading influence. The law of friction, whether active or passive, that engenders transference and thus influence. The absorption of light that in darkness can only promise manifestation, the unnatural expression of leadership. It's very interesting because in the background, I have the impeachment trial going on. And my gosh, something feels really unnatural about it, something kind of lifeless about the leadership on display. Any way you look at it, any angle, any party, it feels all a bit lifeless, unnatural. So, and Earth, of course, is a huge influence, the Earth and the Sun. So that's interesting. And again, it's in sharing. So I suppose maybe we'll hear more about this. Maybe this whole impeachment stuff is just kind of the tip of the iceberg in terms of what we're going to hear from our leaders. Let's look at the wheel, see where that falls exactly. Yeah, Leo, second degree, house of values and possessions. So, yes, this could be very much a dominant factor here, and it's in the collective, isn't it? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. There's more to experiment here. I mean, we could look at these gates, say 31 that we're looking at, gate 31. And if we switch to BT, the interpretation, you can, add another layer to this of gate 31. The motivation is sharing, as we talked about. The mood is one of medium, competition, action, passive, fear, pessimistic. I'm not sure how to interpret that in a just now kind of chart. But I throw that out there if there's some, adventurous people who want to explore and look at that and analyze it. It's beyond my ken right now to think that you can start to overlay another set of interpretations on this. I think we're even stretching it with this to some degree. I think that in a year, so many things happen. There's so many shifting pressures and moments in time that it's really hard to sit here and definitively go, it's going to be like this, it's going to be like that, you know. But we'll see. I mean, it'll be really interesting to revisit this in a couple months or 6 months, a year, and take a look at this. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, listening, sharing, caring. If you want to stay posted, please hit subscribe to keep posted on any of my other ramblings, if you like. I promise to include some pretty pictures to make it all visually a little bit lighter and fun. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope that 2020 does bring you a lot of inner truths. To me, that's my focus. And yeah, you get on a horse and you find a mission and you embody that rat-like spirit. So anyway, ciao for now. Bye everybody. Bye bye.